All right. Well, I'm Sam Kincaid, and I run the audio program at Oregon State University, and also head engineer here at Wild Rose Studios. I guess my first real interest in recording and audio or music in general was my dad had a 2-track reel-to-reel machine, which actually I have in my office now, that I wasn't allowed to touch. And so I always wanted to mess with it and play music. I always was happy when music would come on through that thing. Playing electric guitar most of the time and singing these days. Play drum set and percussion as well, but not so much these days, mostly guitar. So.
Some of the best stuff that I like to have fun with is recording like classical recitals and such, and like piano recitals. It's very fascinating to me to go up and watch that.
Well, it's pretty much all over the place. Sometimes I'm surprised at how much variety of music we have coming through, or production type things. We get, we've had hip hop, lots of reggae. We've had opera. We've had orchestral music, jazz. So it's all over the place. So there's that. The cool thing about our lab is that it is open to everybody. So anybody on campus that has a project that needs audio, doing documentaries, for example, or anything like that, you can walk right in, and there's a lab attendant there that can help you take care of that. So.
Yeah, he invited me. Like I said, I've never recorded anything or done anything like this, and it's fun. Like I said, we're having a good time. So, like I said, I'm glad I showed up.
Yeah, you want to play a little diddly?
Yeah.
So once we run that through the processor with
Yeah.
a bunch of compression and EQ and auto-tune, it'll sound like a hit song.
Well, the studio is basically set up for that purpose, for bands. So if students that are in class need to record a band for their project in the intermediate class and the advanced class. And so basically a band can come in and talk to one of them, book some time and just go up and record a demo that's, they can use to book gigs and or put on their website or whatever. So that they can get higher quality recordings than they're probably going to get in their garage or wherever they would be recording normally, for free of charge. So the students get experience and the bands get a demo.
I hope everybody brought their lifting gloves, because it's about to get heavy. All right. Next band up, of Saints and Shadows. Enjoy.
Actually, it seems like most of the bands that have won Battle of the Bands have been through the studio at some point, or some of which have even actually come together in the studio and become a band because they kind of met there. So it's a great place for musicians to hang out and discuss stuff and try to get projects going. So. Well, basically the way the order of the audio production order basically happens is there's one term that's an online course. It's basically background information. Kind of get that out of the way, just get it over with. Then you have a term of lab courses, or a series of lab courses. One, the first term basically deals with different types of processing and routing and that sort of thing. Third term is a big project and more focused on mixing and mastering. The fourth term ends up being a surround sound class. And sound design for film.
It was a great class. What we did in that class is we took 5 minutes of movie footage, completely remove it, use it as a reference, a scratch track, and create our own audio. And I took a 5-minute scene, and there was 3 or 4 different characters in there we had to do dialogue for. Somebody with a deep voice, and like a girl and everything, and some guy with like a Scottish accent. I had to do them all. And so that was just the most fun, was taking and getting to create the audio from what you would see in a normal, like, full, like, Hollywood studio, with big movie budgets. And then I'm taking a class where I'm actually doing it myself, so that was probably the most interesting class. And I mean, I hope to get into that later on, outside of college.
And then once you've completed those, then you're eligible to apply to work in the lab to help other students with their projects. And after you've done that, then you're eligible to do an internship with me at Wild Rose here, or I'm happy to write recommendation letters for other types of internships and that sort of thing as well. So. We're basically just a professional studio. We take whatever kind of comes our way. We're set up with surround sound as well as stereo recording. We've done a lot of acoustic music in the last year. We've had several electric bands, kind of cross-genre on a lot of stuff. We also just got a big contract working on a documentary for HBO as well. So we're going to be doing a bunch of sound design over summer, and so it's a good place to be. It's a fun place to work, and it's a pretty relaxed, laid-back atmosphere. So. Well, if you're looking to get into the program, you can either send me an email or just sign up for classes. One way to do it. I'd be happy to show around anybody. I get calls and emails fairly often, so I show people around and kind of try to get them hyped up a little bit about it. And so they can get involved with that. They can go through the new media department as well, so it can be part of your instruction for a new media degree, which would include 3D animation and motion capture and that type of thing as well. So far, it's been fairly successful, and I'm impressed. And I go to the lab, and it's full all the time. So it's good. We've got a lot of students in there doing creative stuff. So as long as that keeps going, we're happy. So.
Throw me to the wolves if you've got enough to be so bold. I wouldn't doubt it, but I also wouldn't go and brag about it.
Come down, check out the equipment. Look, learn how to use the studio, because this is a facility that, once you get out of college, you're paying $100, $500 an hour, to use equipment like this, and students can use this as part of, at no cost to come down and learn how to use the equipment. So mainly using all the resources we have here is a great idea for any student. So I hope a lot of those guys come down, and we're down here working to answer questions. So hopefully nobody feels like unwelcome, because the door's always open.
Push me down at the station when I was sputtering. I wish could have been the last of me, but you caught me on the way down, and we got back on that train together like what didn't happen before. Took me to